Alright, so one of the other possible errors that could happen is the Facebook sync accuracy error. So you want to make sure the Facebook sync accuracy is as close to 100% as possible, and I'll tell you what it means if it's not 100%. So basically, the Facebook sync accuracy is a metric that's calculated automatically when your interval goes off. So right now, every 3 hours, it'll automatically sync my items, or I can click sync items now and it syncs them. And the things that it gets from Facebook when it syncs is it grabs the, I'll go ahead and show you what it grabs. So it'll grab the Facebook stock and it'll grab the Facebook price. That's what it grabs, along with the Facebook ID. So what Facebook sync accuracy measures is if your titles here match the Facebook item when you click on any one of your products, right? So that is the goal. The title here should match the title here if you click on the Facebook item. Now, sometimes, and this is done using the Facebook listing ID. So sometimes what happens is the listings get messed up for any reason at all. And if I click on this product, it may take me to another product, and that's when the listing accuracy is messed up. Now, don't be afraid, because let's say the repricer wants to reprice this item and it realizes that the title here and the title here are incorrect. They're not the same. It actually will not reprice it, and it'll send you a message saying item cannot be repriced, item cannot be put out of stock because it's not synced correctly, right? It'll give you an error that it's not synced correctly, and that error will be in your items log, which you can find below each one of your products. So if I go into a product that has been recently repriced, I should be able to see the log. So right here, it'll give you an error saying, this is a different error, but it'll give you an error saying listing is not synced accurately, right? So how does this error happen? There's many possible reasons. It could be that your account is different. It could be that it was syncing and then you may have clicked a button causing it to mess up or something. So let's just go ahead and see how it syncs, right? So the way it syncs is you could just click on the settings and then click sync items now button, and what it does is it opens a tab, and I'm still on this page, but what it's going to do is it's going to switch me over to that tab, just like we discussed in other videos. And when it does this, you sort of just want to leave your computer, like just let it be, because it's going through all your items, it's taking the prices, it's taking the listing IDs and all of this stuff, and now it's pulling it to FBM Fox. So once it switches you back to your tab wherever you were, then you can go ahead and you could go about your day however you'd like once it switches you back. And after it closes the tab automatically after the syncing, it'll give you probably a new syncing accuracy, or if it was 100%, it'll let it be 100%. And on top of that, under each item, it'll give you a last sync time. So my last sync time corresponds with my current time. So, that's all perfect, right? So you really want to look at the last sync time. But sometimes what happens is, we have a mailbox here, right? And if we click on it, it goes to a mailbox. And the price is exactly the same. It's 141 here, 141 here, and in stock here. Now let's see if I just change it on Facebook, right? Let me change it on Facebook to 199 and click next, next, and update, right? So I automatically updated it, right? Now let me go ahead and refresh this page, and you'll see that it doesn't change here. It's still 141. So how do you get it to sync everything back here? How do you get it to change here, right? The way you do that is you click on the settings, and then you click sync items, and it'll do the whole shenanigan of switching the tab over, scrolling through your listings, then switching you back. And you could just go about your day as it calibrates, and then it'll switch your tab, scroll all the way down, switch me back. Then if I hover over the tab, it shows like it's going through all my listings, and once it's done, it's going to close out automatically. Right, it closed out. So now when I refresh, the mailbox should be 199, just like how we updated it previously in one of these tabs. So that is the purpose of syncing. It's really to bring your Facebook data into here. Now the problem is your title has to be matched exactly as your Facebook title. So let's say I go ahead and edit this and I add some random stuff like very Grayson medium mailbox, right? I change it like that. And let's say I go back and I also change this to like $49, right? And I click next and I click next and I update. So now when I click on these settings, again, it hasn't updated the title here and it hasn't updated the price here at all. But if I click sync items now, it's going to create that new tab. It's going to switch me over, do that whole deal, scrolling down now. It's going to switch me back. Right now it's switched me back and it's going to X out of the product really soon. And currently our listing accuracy is still 100%. So it X'd out of it, and that means that the sync is done. So if I refresh, our syncing accuracy is incorrect now. It's less than 100%. Now this is a problem, and why did this happen? And you'll see that the price here is $199, but if I click on the Facebook listing, it's $49, right? And here it's $199, and then on top of that, the title here is different, and here it's different, right? So this is clearly a problem. So how did it mess up? What did it really do? Now you'll see what it did, right? What it did was it created a new item with the title for you with $49 in stock, and then if you click on it, it takes you to the correct item. So this is because the titles on FBM Fox have to match the titles on Facebook. That is key. That is a key identifier. They need to be unique. If they are messed up, then your thing will just be messed up. So how do we fix this issue? We copy this title and we go into the Facebook mailbox and we make sure that this title is accurate here. So this is the title I want, so I'm gonna make sure it is perfect, just like that. Update, and then I'll go to the product that I previously had that was our original product, and I will click edit and I will change the title and I will save, right? And then you'll see, let me just search the title into my FBM Fox products area. So you should see we have two different products. One doesn't have a supplier price because it just got created automatically, and it says it's not on. So one leads you to the right. They both lead you to the same thing, right? So what you want to do is just delete one of them because this was automatically created by the software. So I'll delete that one and keep the previous one. So I just went ahead and it deleted it, and it says product deleted successfully, and now it says the Facebook accuracy is 100% because there's no conflicting Facebook IDs anymore. And once again, if I do a quick search on the product or go to the page where the product exists, you'll see right here that it's $199 still, but if you click on the Facebook item, it is $49, but the titles, remember, are the same, right? They are exactly the same. So how do you get it to sync the price again? Very simple. You just click on settings and then you click on sync items now, and it'll go ahead and it'll do the sync. And after it's done the sync, we'll refresh this page and it should show that the price here will reflect exactly the price right here. Alright, so the tab just closed out, so if I refresh this page right here, you should see that the $199 on this mailbox, it will change back to $49, which corresponds to the item on Facebook, which is $49. So just a quick tip, titles are everything in this syncing area kind of thing, so just make sure your titles are accurate. Alright, thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the next videos.